Welcome back to the channel. Recently, I've been doing some different kinds of videos. Two of my last three are not Brian rankings or analysis, I believe. But today, I'm going to be stating the obvious. Rainwings are too overpowered. This seems to be one of the more talked about subjects in the WoF community, maybe more so on other platforms, but that's besides the point. Now, before we can solve the problem, we have to know the details. Why did this become a problem in the first place? How does it affect the series, and how bad does it actually hurt the quality of the books? Can it even be fixed, or is this video a total waste of time? Well, we're about to find out. Also, if you watch to the end of the video, which I'm assuming you will since you haven't clicked off so far, then please like and subscribe. I don't like saying that, but it really helps me out as a content creator. You probably already know this. But yeah, let's get right into the video. It's widely known that Tui tends to pick favorites when writing, and the rainwings are possibly the most famous of them all. In a world full of war, greed, and even systematic racism, the rainwing tribe is the polar opposite of pretty much everything else and everyone else on Pyria or Pantala, especially in Arc 1. They live in a rainforest paradise, eat almost nothing but fruit, and can change the color of their scales at will. But that's just aesthetics. What makes them OP is their powers. They can turn almost invisible by camouflaging their scales against their environment and shoot a deadly venom from their fangs, which melts all organic matter and kills instantly if it reaches a dragon's bloodstream. Again, that is common information if you've read the entire series. Pretty much the basis of the problem. That being that these tribal powers are just too much. You could argue that they're the two best fighting abilities in all the tribes, and both belong to the same one. In a potential battle with another tribe, the rainwings could all just pretty much turn invisible using their one ability, and then shower their opponents with an endless supply of flesh-melting spit. Totally a fair fight, especially when you consider what some other tribes have to fight with. Mudwings, for example, are bulky. They can hold their breath underwater for an hour or so, and breathe fire when warm enough. Only a slight difference in abilities. Anyway, enough ranting. The rainwings need a nerf. However, it is going to be tricky to do this. Tui can't just change something in a future ringlet or an Arc 4, expecting readers to just forget about all the already established details of the rainwing powers. Wings of Fire isn't a video game. Imbalances can't just be infinitely tweaked and manipulated in the next patch or update. But it is still possible. How do we know? It already happened. Rainwing Society before Arc 1 was a nerf in itself. The tribe was entirely illiterate. It operated under 4 unqualified dragons who rotated in playing the role of queen, and random members kept disappearing with hardly anyone taking notice. Among other things, this was entirely undone by the end of Arc 1, as quite a few Rainwing Dragonettes are going to school now, a strong queen is leading them, and they now essentially rule the tribe that was kidnapping their members. They aren't even fully pacifists these days under Queen Glory's rule. Perhaps that's a good thing for Dragon Society, but not the balance of power in Pyria. There is something I can think of that might fix the whole problem, the one thing that I've been getting at throughout this entire video. The Rainwing Venom cooldown isn't specific, so everyone just assumes it's unlimited. If Tui is able to craft a reasonable cooldown for the Venom, and then insert it into the series like a character discovered or spread the word about the information, then she might be able to nerf the rainwings just enough for it to not be considered overpowered, even in the small confines of the plot. This could actually work. If Tui adds it in a book later on, I believe it'll make the rainwings much more balanced ability-wise. Of course it won't be perfect. Some tribes are meant to be more powerful than others in battle, and that's okay if the less powerful ones are able to make up for that in other areas. Wings of Fire is not a perfectly balanced series all the time, and I would argue that no book is. This was just to try to fix what was fixable, and counter this somewhat ridiculous, overpowered writing. Anyways, I want to hear you guys' thoughts. Would this be a good nerf? Was it necessary, even? Or could it be done in a different way? Tell me down in the comments. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Have a good one.